No, but you want a purpose. And not a simple purpose, you want a God-given purpose. It's very dangerous. People who think they have a God-given purpose are doing the cruelest things on the planet. Yes or no?
Do you have a purpose to live for in this market? If that's so, are you being cruel? So suppose you have been in the market yesterday and you have come across a huge loss. Today morning you woke up with a headache. You haven't had a peaceful night's sleep at all. Yesterday's loss haunted you for the whole night. And since morning, it's still bothering you. You're trying to focus today on the market. You're getting prepared. But you cannot concentrate. Your heart isn't there at all. All that is bothering you is the loss that you encountered yesterday. All this while you have been thinking how you can overcome it and become profitable once again. If not profitable, at least how you can recover back your invested capital. And the more you think, the more you become afraid of the probability of losing the trades that you make today. You're afraid now. You're afraid that you'll be losing your money today as well. Does this sound familiar to you? It happens with many who are in this market and they don't know what to do. If you want to avoid such a situation, you have reached the right place. So sit tight, like this video and subscribe this channel right away so this video can reach a lot of people. See, when you're in the market, you just cannot be faced by setbacks. You have to be calm and take action objectively and decisively. But you know what? It's very difficult to be objective when you have lost a substantial amount of capital in the first place. It's human nature. It's human nature to feel depressed after a huge loss. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. But if you want to be profitable, you cannot let that bother you. You have to truly believe that it doesn't matter at all. Now, there are steps that you can take to minimize this effect, to have a least effect of this on your emotion, and that is to trade with the capital which you feel it's okay for you to lose. It's something that it wouldn't bother you if you have lost it in the market. Start with a small trade and learn while you stay in the market for a longer period of time. Do whatever it takes. Whatever you do, you have to find a way to make all of these things impersonal. And it's only and only then when you have a free mind and things aren't personal for you, it's only and only then you will have a very clear mind while trading the market. And then you can be more free, more creative and more decisive. And that's when you can actually work the markets much better than if your mind is cluttered. You trading the market is not the reason you are here on earth. It's just merely a profession. Just like any other profession, this too is another profession. And it consumes a very small portion of your time. It takes a very small part of your life and that's it. You cannot let that bother you at all. Don't make it a purpose. If you do, you will do all the wrong things.
Isn't it fantastic that if there's no purpose, you have nothing to fulfill, you can just live? No, but you want a purpose. And not a simple purpose, you want a God-given purpose. It's very dangerous. People who think they have a God-given purpose are doing the cruelest things on the planet. Yes or no? They are doing the most horrible things and they've always been doing the most horrible things. Because when you have a God-given purpose, life here becomes less important than your purpose.
If you make it the reason for your living, you'll have your ego on the line along with your money. And when that happens, the extra psychological pressure that comes heavy on you, it would make you buckle down. But on the other hand, if you ground your identity on a different source or a different thought, you'll then be able to take setbacks in a stride. You won't feel stressed. You'll then feel free and you will analyze the market objectively and act decisively.
People are constantly trying to create these false purposes. Now, they were quite fine and happy. Suddenly they got married, now the purpose is the other person. Then they have children, now they become miserable with each other. Now the whole purpose that I go through all this misery is because of the children. Like this it goes on. These are things that you are causing and holding these as purposes of life.
Now he went a long way involving family and your children and how they bind you to form a purpose of your life. If that be it, we can definitely, for sure, keep our involvements in the market aside and not let it interfere with our psychology. Don't let anything define your identity, because your identity should be grounded somewhere else, with your friends, your family, or the leisure time which makes you feel at ease all the time. And why is this important? It's important because if you have a very solid foundation outside the market, then what happened within the market will have very less effect on your psychology. And that is very, very important. The events that occurred during the day in the market will have very, very less effect in your personal life. It will have a very less impact on your identity.
Here you are a piece of creation. At the same time, the source of creation is throbbing within you. If you pay little attention to this process of life, you would not need any purpose. It'll keep you engaged for 1,000,000 years if you want. There is so much happening. So much means so much unbelievable things are happening right here. If you pay enough attention, 1,000,000 years of existence, it'll keep you busy or more. Right now, the need for purpose has come because you're trapped in your psychological structure, not in your life process. Psychologically, your psychological structure functions from the limited data that it has gathered. Within that, it rolls. And right now, your thought and emotion has become far more important than your life, isn't it so? Isn't it so? So because of this, you're seeking a purpose as an escape from the trap that you have set for yourself. It is a trap set by you. You can easily come out of it. If the trap was set for you by somebody else, difficult to come out because they'll set the trap in such a way that you cannot come out, isn't it? I'm talking about life, not marriage, that's what I mean. That's what. So this is a trap set by you. This is easy to come out, but that is the whole thing. Why it is so difficult is, now you're identified with the trap, you like it. You like it because it gives you a certain sense of safety and security and protection and individual identity. If you build a cocoon around yourself, it gives you safety, but it also imprisons you. Walls of self-preservation are also walls of self-imprisonment. When it protects you, you like it. When it restricts you, you do not like it. That is why we have doors. We like the walls because it's protecting us. But we have doors so that we can open it and get out when we want to. It doesn't matter how nice it is, we still want to go out, isn't it? So that is how it is with every trap that you set. It doesn't matter how nice it is, you still want to go out. So the psychological wall that you have built, which gives you some sense of identity, which gives you some sense of being a person, an individual person, and which gives you security, beginning to experience it like a trap, somewhere you want to break it. So one way of not breaking it is to find a purpose. Those who find a purpose in their life, they become so conceited. They will live within their own trap forever, thinking that they're doing the most fantastic thing.
You see what he says? When you do break it free, then you'll be free to take an action in the market. You'll be free to take an action with a creative spirit, and that will ensure your long-term profitability. Well, hope this helps. Well, this is not it. There are many more which can help you succeed in the market, and these videos are here in this playlist. Go ahead and have a look at it right now. As of this video, adios.